Welcome to the Around and Around the OCD Circle podcast and to this week's midweek motivation. This is the time when I share with you a poem, a thought, a song, something positive to think about for the remainder of this week. Something to replace those negative, intrusive thoughts that creep into your brain and mine. This week, I was walking my dogs in the Houston heat. In front of me, I spotted an earthworm on the sidewalk, struggling to get free as its skin had plastered itself to the concrete. My first instinct was to find a leaf and gently scrape it off and onto the grass. I don't know if it survived or not. I've always been sensitive to animals in need, even the lowly earthworm. As a child, instead of killing flies, I would catch them in a tiny Dixie cup and set them free. About the only animal I will not save is a cockroach, and we have talked about that before. Also this week, I was bringing in a roll of paper towels from the garage. As I came inside, I noticed the tiniest baby lizard I had ever seen. I ran through the house and out the front door, releasing it into the flower bed. It got me thinking about all the living things and how they interact with one another for the good. The flowers provide nectar for the bees, which pollinate other plants and make honey. Plants provide us with oxygen, and the lowly earthworms aerate the soil, making it more fertile for those plants and trees. The clownfish and sea anemone protect each other from predators. Clownfish gain shelter, while anemones get food from the clownfish's leftovers. Decomposers like fungi and bacteria break down dead organisms, returning vital nutrients to the soil, which helps plants grow and sustains the entire food chain. If all of these small living things contribute to our world, imagine what we as humans can do. Imagine what you can contribute. I know sometimes we feel like failures, but I would like for you to think of just one thing that you are good at, a talent, or one good thing you have done in your life. What is something positive or special about you? It's a hard thing to do when you are depressed or anxious. You may have to do some really hard thinking, but you will find it. Then I want you to think of a way to use that gift or talent for the good of the world. Maybe you were homeless at one point and now you're not. Think about volunteering with homeless teens. Maybe you're good with animals. Volunteer to hold kittens at an animal shelter. Maybe you're a collector of something. If you collect certain items, your knowledge can help others. There are many Facebook groups where members are looking to identify countless numbers of objects, and they would appreciate your help. Even if you do one tiny thing for others, it will create a long, beautiful chain of positive events. My point today is that sometimes the only way to get out of our misery, even just for a short time, is to contribute something to the world. You and I are here for a reason. We just have to figure out what that is. And I have found over and over again that as I am helping others, I am actually healing myself. So I hope you can do a little bit of healing this week. Make yourself accountable and just do it. No one else can do it for you. You are in control and responsible for your own healing. I know you can do it. Don't forget, our Facebook group is open to anyone who has OCD. We are there to listen, not analyze you or criticize your choices. Please join me next Monday morning for another full episode of the Around and Around the OCD Circle podcast.